We are here at Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, and I am with Allison. And Allison, as we talk about mortgages today, what is on a lot of home buyers' minds is interest rates, right? And your interest rate correlates to your payment, right? So the larger your interest rate, the larger your payment's going to be. So there are some programs out there that can actually lower that interest rate, and one of them is the Buydown. So tell us about the Buydown. What is it?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about a temporary buydown today. So basically, this market has been so hard for so many buyers, right? You have the market volatility and you have higher interest rates. So the idea of a temporary buydown is that your interest rate is reduced for a set period of time. So at Atlantic Bay, we offer 1, 2, and 3 year buydowns. And what that means is the seller, the lender, or the builder is going to actually pay money up front at closing to help cover your payment, basically subsidizing your mortgage. So it makes your monthly payment lower for that initial term of the buydown.
Yeah, so we've been hearing a lot about the temporary buydown. And so let's talk about what are some of those benefits potentially for a home buyer.
Yeah, so it gives them a lower monthly payment initially, which really ease some of those budget constraints that they're seeing right now. It also gives them time to sort of adjust to everything as they're moving into their new home, and gives them an opportunity, especially if you're in a job where you might see an increase in pay. It gives you time to adjust to your budget during that period of time.
So can you give us an example of a temporary buydown, what that looks like?
Absolutely. So in this example, please keep in mind the interest rate could be different by the time the show airs because interest rates do change quite a bit. But in this example, I'm showing you a $450,000 price point with 5% down, assuming the interest rate is a 6.99%. I'm going to use a 2-1 buydown here as an example. So the very first year, that interest rate is going to be 2% lower than the initial rate. So instead of a 6.99, we're looking at a 4.99, which saves you $549 a month. And then in year 2, it adjusts 1% from the initial rate. So instead of a 6.99, it's a 5.99, saving you over $280 per month. Then in year 3, it goes back to what it would have been day 1 had you not done the buydown. So this saves you a ton of money and makes your monthly payment a lot easier to digest during this period.
Yeah, and if the interest rates by chance or ended up going down during that time, you could always refinance, right?
Absolutely, so you may never even have to pay that initial rate.
Wow. All right, well, if someone out there wants to maybe, get in touch to learn more about this temporary buydown, what's the best way to get in touch, Allison?
Yeah, call me or go to ateamhomeloans.com. Atlantic Bay, lending peace of mind.